Good morning. Today is May 3rd, and I wanted to come on and share with you all a little story time. You all know, if you don't know, this is where my faith lies. This Bible it's my life. Literally, it is my life. My faith is so firmly planted in this Bible. I have prayed a mini prayer over this Bible over the years in my life, and there are still many prayers in this Bible left to pray, many answers I'm seeking, but I wanted to share a prayer answered last night in this Bible. Try to shorten this up, but paint you a picture. Okay. My mother was the oldest of 10 children, 7 girls and 3 boys. Her baby sister, we were told that she could never have children, and we were told that very early in her teen years, and so we never expected. Well, years and years and years later, she began to bear children. She bore 5 children. Let's see, she had 4 boys and a girl, not in that order, but yes. Now, my aunt was, at that point in her life, she was not, it was something unexpected. She wasn't the parent type at that point, but nonetheless, that's not really the issue, but I need to, paint you this picture so you can understand. So, it became a point in her life that the children were separated, and one of my aunts took the little girl and raised her as her own, and 2 of the boys went with their grandmother. 1 of the boys went with their father, and the little one she kept, and she went to work one day and took him to the babysitters, and she came back from the babysitters to pick him up, and he was gone. The story was DHS took him, and she contacted DHS to find out where he was to get him, and they wouldn't give her any information. Our family contacted DHS, and they wouldn't give us any information or explanation. He was, I think he was 2 back then, and I think I was in high school, maybe a little bit earlier, but we were in a different state, and we were trying, my mom, because we don't let family go like that. We just, if there's a problem, but there was no problem. We had no idea if there was a problem. They wouldn't tell us what the problem was. She was not unfit or anything. It's just like they took him. and we heard he was adopted. She didn't even give consent for him to be adopted or taken. But that type of thing happens all the time. So it bothered everybody in the family for years. Okay, this is back in the 90s. um, yeah. When I tell you guys, this is something we've always prayed for. Prayed for. My aunt, we lost her a couple of years after we lost my mom. And we hadn't lost anybody before my mom in about 10 years. And then after we lost that aunt, the aunt that took the little girl, my cousin, we lost her. So just really sad. And my aunt was, really on her deathbed, still looking for her son. We never gave up hope. Nobody did. But we had no leads. We didn't, because he was little, we didn't know if he even remembered anybody. Or, how, if the records were sealed or any of that. We had no clue. It's like he just vanished into the system. Well, Facebook. I'm on Facebook, and I don't really accept too many friend requests anymore. I direct everybody to my fan page. It has to be somebody that is family, and the family is my last name. I use my father's last name as my whole extended family. We're all we all use that last name, even though we're grown and married and things like that, because we like to connect that way. So we have all found a tribe of us, and I've helped other people find, because they're like, well, we're not related by moms, we're related by dads, because my dad last name, da 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 da. So that's, standard. So I don't use my legal name on my personal page, but I know to look out when I see that certain last name. I accept, because I know we're a family. This person had a completely different name, last name too, and I don't know, it was just out of the blue. But the thing that struck me when I saw this message was the face. It had an eerie, I don't know, it was just like, oh my gosh, familiar. When you see somebody and it's like, okay, am I seeing things? He looks just like my aunt. Exactly. And I said, let me look at this. And he asked about another cousin, a first cousin of ours. And it was just a couple words. And when I saw that name, I said, wait a minute. You know him. You look like somebody I know. I knew right then who he was. And I was just like literally jumping for joy. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that it's really him. I was over the moon. And because he didn't really know. I know how he found me, how he looked me up, but he didn't really know. So I asked him, who, why did he want to contact my cousin? And I asked him, he mentioned my aunt's name, and I asked him, why did he know her? Because I wanted him to, keep talking to me and feel comfortable. And that's my mom. So I'm like, yeah, it is. That is your mother. And he didn't know who I was. He just knew I was family somehow. And I told him who I was. He's 21 now, and I'm like, wow, I'm way older, but he's like a baby cousin. So, I have kids his age, but I told him yes. And he asked me about his siblings, and I said, yes, I know where your siblings are. I told him where siblings are. I said, I will, give me your contact. I will share your contact with your brothers and sisters. And I kept talking to him, but I also I was talking to my cousin, his sister at the time, and it was late last night, and I said, look, do you want to know when was the last time you talked to such and such? And she was like, I was probably 9. And she's grown now. And I'm like, do you want to know where he is? And it was just like, I could hear her scream. And she was just like, it's a joke, you know? And I sent her a picture. And I said, she said, of course, that's my baby brother. I said, here's your phone number. She said, tell him to call me. But I gave her the number, right away. She was so excited. I contacted one of my aunts and let her know. And then I proceeded to contact everybody else in the family and let them know. And I get up this morning because, like I said, it was late last night. And everybody is saying, oh my gosh, how on earth did you find him? What? Are you serious? Let me show you guys. Sorry, you're moving. So, yeah. He's going to get many calls, many calls, contacts, and, yeah. It's, long lost relative. It's great when you meet a friend that you've been looking for, but this is our actual blood. And, I cannot tell you guys how the feeling of knowing the power of prayer. This was a true miracle. I can't even explain that. It just feels so strange just knowing that we've actually found him. I mean, for me to just take that long shot and answer and pay attention. And it's rare because I'm not even on Facebook like that. I try to interact with the group and keep up with videos and things, but my Facebook, I don't really post too much because of the way Facebook has changed, and they don't post, or not as they only let a few of your followers or friends see those posts these days. They limit it, and so it's not as great as it was as a means of socialization. I just try to use it to keep up with family. So, yeah, you never know. Never know. And I found someone else that, I had been looking for about 25 years. It was for my mom. And that was one of her dying wishes. And I did find her, long shot, but my mother's already gone. But I had to tell her, Anywho, I'm telling you guys, I can't, yeah. There are many blessings I know in store in this book, in this Bible. And I'm going to tell you, you may think, oh, I've been praying for this and I've been praying for that, and it just hasn't happened. He's always on time. He may not come when you call him, but he's always on time. Don't lose faith. You never know when that blessing is coming. It's around the corner. Trust me. I've had a rough couple of weeks. Rough. Okay? I can't even, I'm not even going to get into it, but I forgot already. I forgot everything that happened. But it's short time. Last night, just making that connection. I forgot, because this was something big. So, whatever it is, whatever you're going through, even if it's not, something like my story, put your faith in this Bible. It's free. Okay? He's there. He will answer. He's always listening. You don't have to worry about picking up the phone and somebody not answering when you want them to. It's right here. Just take it out. Say whatever you have to say right here. I guarantee you will get an answer. Be consistent with it. So I just wanted to take the time and share this little personal side of me, and let you guys in on what I'm about. And I'm getting ready to get the day started and call up my cousin again and get to know him, as well as everybody else in our family. So if you have experienced anything like this, your prayers have been answered. Blessings. I am very interested in knowing. I love to hear other people's experiences. Please share with me in the comments. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Be blessed.